So, Miles, welcome to the Netherlands again.
Thank you, mate. It's been a long time. I'm excited to be back. Our plan this year was to, make an amazing record and, get it to connect with the people, and we've done that. So it sort of teed us up for next year. Do you know what I mean? We had a sort of plan in place, and we've achieved that. So I guess there's this new energy that I feel with the fans and around my music, and I think I feel in a good place, and everyone just feels pretty positive. Touch wood, mate.
Yeah. Speaking about positive, the new album is very positive. It's right in your face. Is this the real Miles Kane after all the other records that we had, the Motownish, the glam rock kind of thing?
It's a tricky, because they're all part of me. Them, right. Do you know what I mean? I love all my records, and I think
most honest, maybe then.
Yeah, maybe. I think I think it's the most honest record I can make as a 37-year-old man, and it's like of that core thing of why did I want to be a singer? Why did I want to be a guitarist? I harped back to I love Link Ray and like that surf sound, that mixed with the rock and roll. I think that, I love soul, love Motown, love glam, but I think the core of it, and to me, they're not that all different, but I think maybe to some people it's quite different, but in my mind it's not. But it's like, it was just like to make the ultimate me album, I guess, and, to sort of, give something upbeat as well, because I feel like not a lot of people were doing it either, and it felt, I was like, I'm going to do this, I'll be that guy,
Because the lyrics are so honest. What's the biggest lesson you learned now you're 37? The biggest lesson in life that you learned?
Ooh, there's been a few, mate. I don't know, man. I think, don't know, I'm in a place of I'm comfortable talking about uncomfortable things or whatever it may be, or I'm just honest, you know what I mean? It's like I don't really there's not much mystery with me. I am who I am, and I'm like that in life, and I'm like that in doing gigs. You can show off and you can be on stage and be that guy, but
you're always different on stage than off stage, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, but of course, you're amped up a bit, But at the end of the day, if I chat to you here, or chat to me mate, or I'm chatting to a fan, I'm the same. I mean, I don't really put on an act of sort of explaining songs or who I am. It's just
like the guy who walks in the bar during the clip of Troubled Sun. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what we wanted to capture. It was like, that's just me and my little gang, and I think that's what we wanted to do on this album. Was like, this is my little world that I'm just showing everyone, and I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not saying I know all the answers at all, but this is just my honest thing of who I am, what I do, and the music I like. In
Liverpool, you came back in Liverpool in a new studio to record the album there. I'm a big fan of Liverpool. I'm fond of that place. I go in September back.
With my cousins from the Coral, from James and Ian and our Alfie, their little brother, my cousin. He's released the record, so it was a real family affair, mate. And I think that was really good, and that really encouraged me to. They know me from being a kid, and they know who I am. So they were really supportive in me being pushing in the right direction, right. So they say, and understanding certain things. You know what I mean? So I couldn't have done it without them, really.
You go back to your roots. Can you tell me something about your upbringing? How was it being Miles Kane as a kid?
It was just like me and my mum growing up, really. Just a super normal, basic, little life, and it was just me and my mum in the house a lot of the time. So I had a lot of time to sort of, and I still do it now. I can daydream, and I'm kind of quite. I'm all right on my own. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm sort of quite used to it. But so it lends your mind to sort of have a bit of an imagination. I think even today I'm still a bit of a daydreamer, to be honest. So. Yeah, man, it was just.
You grew up without a father then?
No, my father's around. Just don't really see him a lot. You know what I mean? He's still here and all that, and it's cool and that, but just don't. It's just a different thing. You know what I mean?
So you lived with your mom. Then you discovered football. Actually,
Baccio and all that.
Exactly.
Well, that was
I want to talk about that because
that was when I was like 8 years old. It was like I first discovered him and all that, and you know, it's funny because like that was a song that. I remember sending it to my manager like a year ago, and like he was like, "Oh, what are you talking about Baccio for?" And I was like, "No, it's a song about childhood and this." And then when I played it to our James, who produced it, we were going in to record the album, and we'd had all the songs picked, and he said, "Oh, why haven't you played me this song?" And I was like, "Oh, I kind of forgot about it." And he goes, "This is like the most you song." It's like I remember when we were kids, we'd all meet up. And we'd be playing football in the park or whatever, and James and that day, everyone would have like Liverpool kit on, and I'd turn up with the Italian kit on, and everyone was like, "You're a kinky bastard back then." That's you, showing me the way to go. When I was feeling lost, alone, I used to sit and watch you steal shoes.
I think the World Cup in the 90s had much more impact than it is now for some reason.
And I don't know if is that just like of an age thing.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's just our age and stuff. But you know, it's a beautiful thing, and for that song to come into fruition, and I ended up meeting him. I went to his house, and it's just, you know, we talk about being real and those, you know. There's just something to be said in that thing of like, you know, you believe in a little, whether it's a song or if you're an artist or you're a writer, whatever it may be, in creating something, and no one else will believe in it, but you do. You know, it won't always happen, but like when it comes into fruition and something like that happened with that little song and the whole story of it, and then to go and meet him in his house and have wine with his wife and his daughter, you know, it's a...
Why Baccio? What was so special about him and about his playing?
It was just, I thought he was just sexy as fuck, and I loved it. Yeah, and I loved how he played football. And I kind of was really into the Italian football, and in England back then as well, you could watch Italian football on Sunday because like, we didn't have Sky TV to watch the Premier League, so I kind of got into the football, and I liked the kits, and I don't know, there was just something that drew me into it all, you know.
You met Baccio. How did you sleep the night before?
I didn't. I didn't sleep. No, but it was all good.
Okay, cool. I saw you many years ago in Maastricht, a festival. You probably don't know it anymore. It's called Bruis. I remember one thing because I have to announce you, and then backstage you were playing music all the time, 60 stuff. Can't still do that.
I still do that. Yeah. I just I don't know. I'm like that. You know, if wherever we're in the car, we're in the house, whatever, dressing room, we need to take the big speakers, and I like to just create. It's my little world. I love music playing in the background, and I love that soul, that Motown, Northern soul. That reminds me of being a kid, and it's something that that's my go-to to leave on. I think it just gives a good energy. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just think you can't really go wrong with it.
A lot of musicians come around, just listen to what you were playing.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
I should charge.
Yeah, you should. So what's the plan for next year? Because you're making an album, going on tour, making an album, going on tour. You're constantly on the road, doing things.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not on the road that much at the minute.
Why only in-store gigs now for the new album?
No, man, this is, believe you me, I've had this argument with your management, so I've been pushing them, so I think some are getting booked now, so hopefully early next year I'll be back. You know, and if it's a full band, or I can do me one-man band set up with the drum machine, I've opened a door that I just don't want to be restricted to sort of plans, and I'm like, I want to be out here, and you know, you look and what we did today and yesterday, and people want it, you know, so we'll see.
Well, thank Miles very much, and good luck with everything.
Thank you. Cheers.